Hi there, it's SuNN from Stampin.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is a really unique box, and while I was creating it, I was trying to create something that could fit a wine bottle. Do you know, when you're working with 12 by 12 cardstock and trying to make it in one sheet, it's just impossible. So this is a triangle box and had a lid, and it actually is a lot more simple than it looks like to make. I used Christmas paper and Christmas washi tape that I think it's called All Is Calm, SuNN Company. And I think actually the design is meant to go that way, but when I put it down this way, it looks to me like a dragon scales. And then I got the washi tape on, and that also, I think I put it on upside down, and I also reminded me of dragon scales. So this isn't terribly Christmassy. However, I think that my nephew would rather like it if I left it plain. So I didn't want to decorate it with any kind of Christmassy thing, because to me it looks like a triangle dragon box, which is cool. So if you wanted to do a dragon box, this is an option for you. Today I'm going to try to make a Christmassy version. So scoring tool out, we need 2 pieces of cardstock, a 12 by 12 and also 5 1/4 by 5 5/8. So this is Lost Lagoon. And so scoring on one side, they're both equal, so you choose. I'm going to score at, which is the bigger one? Oh, smaller one is what I want. 3 3/4 all the way down, and 7 1/2 all the way down, and 11 1/4 all the way down. Then on the other side, we're going to score at 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to make some tick marks. How did I do it? So we want to tick at, and okay, so sorry, I just had to figure out, I didn't make a note. When you're finished scoring this, flip it over, or however you want. I just want that end piece on this side. So, and we're going to just do some little tick marks, because we have to draw triangles in these 2 corners. So the first tick is at 1 7/8, so right there, little tick, and 9 3/8, little tick. Okay. And this piece actually gets completely cut out, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to put that aside, and we're going to bring in our, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, we're going to do the box first, lid second. So we're going to, we're not finished scoring yet. Sorry, my notes are like a jumble. So I did say that I wanted you to make a tick, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'll go from this way, it'll be a little easier to get started. So I'm going from the corner to one of the tick marks, right, and then the corner and the tick mark. Okay, and the same with this. Then okay, now we're going to cut. Score and cut. How's that? All over the place today. It would help if my notes were actually legible. And normally I'm a good writer, but what ends up happening is I do these prototypes so kind of far in advance, and then it sits there, and then by the time I actually get to filming, I have no idea what I meant. Okay, so we're going to do some cutting. The easiest way, we're going to cut here. And I'm going to cut up that score line. Then I'm going to cut this score line and this score line. Alright, just makes it a little easier to cut if I fold. And I'm going to cut this piece completely off. I just folded it so that it's easier for me. I don't know if it was easier, but it seemed like it. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to just, I don't know if you can see that, I'm going to maybe take about a scissor blade's worth, and just cut next to the score, to that score line, that the hand-drawn score line. Okay? No. I think I did something wrong. I did! Okay. I will show you what I did wrong. I didn't do anything wrong yet. What I want is this little tab to be left on here next to this score line. I should probably fold them so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is one of our tabs. We want to keep that, but on the other score line that's attached near this guy, we're going to cut it off. So it's going to be a nice slice. Okay, so there's only one little tab here. And then on this one, this is the tab that we keep, the one I'm folding right now, so the one on the closest to the edge. And this is the one that we're going to take off. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but you'll see when we come to close the monster, because this is pretty big. So that's off. So we should really have something like this. Okay? This little tab, sorry, can you see that? That little tab, that little tab. Big hole cut in the center, some bits off. Yes? All right. And just because I have my prototype right there on my computer screens taped up, so I'm going to have it fold that way. Doesn't matter, whichever you like. Okay, now we're going to put sticky along here. And when you're working with triangles, obviously it's not as easy working with squares. So it will be a bit fussy. Just have patience. Okay. As you know, when you're using the red back tape, burnishing well before you use it, peel up with your paper piercer and it comes straight away off. And it sticks to something promptly, not in the washroom, or not in the waste basket. Okay, this is the easiest way that I know how, is by using my work surface as a guide for if a triangle can be square for squareness. There. So that was pretty easy to put together. Now, so one side is going in like that. Oops. One side, there is one particular side that goes in, and this particular side goes in. And you will know which one is not going to go in. So I'm going to put sticky strip here, I'm going to put sticky strip here, and I'm going to put sticky strip on the inside. And honestly, the easiest way to do it is to create the box and then sticky. Because I would probably get it wrong. Okay, so that one's going inside like such. And now I'm going to do on the inside here. So the reason I came up with this box is because I've been on the search, like I said, to make wine, a wine box, but it's just really tough to make one with a 12 by 12 square, so piece of cardstock. So this is kind of the best thing I could come up with. If you have a small bottle of wine, it might fit in here, but normal bottles of wine, regular size normal people bottles of wine, not miniature bottles of wine, don't fit. It's really difficult, so hence probably the reason why I looked on the internet and I couldn't find anything. Okay, so this is not one of those projects that is you can fold flat, because that doesn't work. I wanted to DSP it too first, but it's not happening now. Oh, come on. There we go. I'm the boss. All right. Ah! So I think if you kind of bow it, push it flat there, and then I have to be rather sneaky, get in on that crease. Okay, now that's not going to go anywhere. Just to make sure. DSP. 3 pieces of 8.5 by 3.5. And I have already pre-stuck them. Put some adhesive on them, I should say. Come on. Oh, I hope that's square down at the bottom. There we go. That's why it's probably nice for it to be stuck. But I do everything the hard way. Haven't you noticed yet? If you've seen any of my other videos. Isn't that a beautiful, I mean, this is really Christmassy paper now. You're not going to get confused with a dragon with this one. This is so pretty. I think this is called the All Is Calm. And it comes with some really cute embellishments too, which I'll use today. Okay, so the reason why I wanted, there's a little sticky. I shall remove that by the end. The reason why I wanted to do the box first, I just didn't want to confuse my own self, and the lid actually has to be formed around the box. So the lid is the DSP, or sorry, the cardstock for the lid is 5 1/4, which is this way, by 5 5/8 this way. So on the long side we're scoring at 1 and 4 7/8, and then hang on. We're going to turn around and we're going to do 1 by 4 1/4. And then I'm turning it back around to the long side, and I'm going to tick to this score line, to the 1-inch score line at 2 7/8. Okay. So basically this is going to be the point of the, because we're going to do exactly the same thing by taking that tick, that first, oops, score line, and going to the corners. And there you have it. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to fold and burnish. The sticky, I'm having no problem with the sticky strip other than it's sticking to me, the backing. Okay. So, scissors, point. With the point and that score line heading in that direction, I'm going to cut that side, turning it around. Now the point is going that way. There. And then I'm going to cut about 1 inch, actually I should probably, about 1 inch worth. Doesn't, I think because it's a lid I want to be quite accurate. It's not really a big deal, but so I just, this is that point, that middle point, and I just, you know, ruler length, about 1 inch, and I'm going to cut down that. It's okay if it's not perfect, because you'll see in a minute. And now that little middle guy. So at this point, I'm going to fold that triangle . Can you see it forming? So this is why I wanted to get this fella on first, because we will be, we're going to be folding the back score lines, or the back in, and then we're just going to cut off these little bits. So it's not a big deal. What glue shall I use? I want to use something sturdy. We're going to washi tape it anyway, but okay, I'll try to be on camera for you. I have no idea how many times I go off camera. So this guy and this guy gets glued down. My mom always gets a kick because I talk about paper as guys. I don't know. It's like I give them the personality. Okay, so I'm putting this under my chin so that you can see. Hopefully you can see. Okay, unbeknownst to me, my camera turned off, because after 20 minutes it turns off. Can you imagine that? So I was right in the middle of fixing the lid to the box, and of course it turned off, and this is integral, so I think we shall do it again. So hopefully I'll be able to splice this video together. If not, it will be a part 2. So I have glued one section, which I think is the easiest way to go, and then the second section. There was too much chattering, I guess. Alright, so when it comes to this part, what I have found the easiest is to fold and fold over this way. Take the triangle box off, and then take a little bit of your glue You can do the other edge too, or you can cut it off if it's up to you. We're going to be putting washi tape over this, so it will hide a lot of the little errors or the little score lines that we needed to make the triangle. Oops, I don't want to, I got a little glare there. Alright, so washi tape. This is from the All Is Calm. Oh my. It's a little finicky, but especially trying to do it on camera where you can see it and I can see it. Washi tape is very forgiving. All right. And if there's any little bits of card that you want to trim off, that's fine, but that's pretty much it. That should fit on very nicely now. Oh, come on. There we go. That might be a little bit tight. Anyway, that's how it's done. Now in this one, I did put a little bit of washi tape on the top, and you can do that with this one as well. I used my circle punch. Sorry, that's a little gapey, isn't it? Anyway. And just embellished it with the sentiment from Mary, no, it is called Mingle All the Way, and I just sponged the sides, and a little bit of silver tape with a little bit of a All Is Calm snowflake. So hopefully yours fits just there we go. There was a right way and a wrong way to put that on, so that's not gaping anymore. So I hope you like this triangle box. It was a little bit finicky, but you can see that it's been worth it. So it's cute, and it will hold a very large amount of stuff, and it's decorated very specially from the person that you're giving it to will absolutely love it. And they'll say, oh, how fabulous you are in making something like this. Oh, and I used a little bit of dimensional underneath as well. So really cute, hey? As always, my blog is SuNN.com, and you are more than welcome to visit there, find all the directions, the scoring, and I will have links to the online store if you wanted to purchase anything from me. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you again on another Friday video. Bye!